Good afternoon, everyone. It's a wonderful day today. Apart from the India Digital Summit, which is being hosted here, also today is the start of Bharat Mobility Expo in Bharat Mandapam. A big day. Very relevant. In my previous assignment, I was in the Ministry of Road Transport and Highway. And every year I had to go to the Auto Expo with the minister. I was private secretary to the minister Nitin Gadkari ji. And the umbilical cord is still connected. I think a lot of calls came today because today Honorable PM was going to launch the expo and I had to be there. But I thought this time I should be here in the digital world because I am now looking into the digital governance part from Ministry of Electronics and IT. Basically looking into the cloud, data centers, e-governance. The core part is e-governance, cybersecurity, a part of AI, responsible AI, with the blocking authority of the harmful content, and NHGD, NIC, NICSI, other institutions. So I think all the distinguished guests and this journey of the event, I was just going through all the exhibition and stalls. I like to go always to see, talk to people, understand what they are doing. Very interesting examples like the Integra stall of ONDC framework. Also, I'm looking into DPI, the Digital Public Infrastructure. I'll be talking on that. And the ONDC framework is also working on some of the good DPIs. So today in the India Digital Summit, on my part, what I felt is the most relevance is the DPDP Act. I am the officer on special duty of the Data Protection Board on the so-called DPDP Act which is coming. I hope you all know that the rules are published for the public comments, stakeholder consultation in the country, and our Honorable Minister Ashwini Vaishnav ji also took a workshop few days back in Delhi. So DPDP Act, first of all, is very important. I think it's for us all a win-win situation where the data of a private person, a citizen of India, a secure consent-based framework is been framed. I will not go into the deep of the act, but it is like a subtle framework we call, simple, accessible, rational, with almost covering all the data principle, data fiduciary, consent managers. Data is a big thing. Data is a new oil, they say. Data is a new gold. I have 4 lakh data sets with me today. 4 lakh data sets. Credible data sets, maybe minimum, I know, 1,000, 2,000 credible data sets. Financial critical data sets. We have 3 lakh APIs with us. We have a program of Bharat Exchange. With these 3 lakh APIs and 4 lakh data sets, maybe more, we can really mint gold. And that's not possible without the partnership of the industry, the private players, a good healthy partnership. In IT, I'll be just running through the presentation. I think presentations are very boring for me. I never, but then it's like a conventional strategy, but I like to speak more apart from that. So we can just mint gold from the data sets and all, but then data is important. And as a OSD of the Data Protection Board, it's not a regulator, it's not a commission, it's more as an educating role. So the big techs like all, Google, Microsoft and all, is a feeling of concern and botheration, but I need to tell you, we don't need to worry. Ample time will be given. The industry inputs, feedbacks, and all suggestions are well noted. The act will be really a Magna Carta. And let me tell you what's the penalty. Anybody knows what's the penalty for the data breach or the flaw in data management? You must go through it. See, it will be going to affect you, everyone. How much of you use DigiLocker? कैन आई सेल योर नेम, योर मदर्स नेम, बर्थ डेट? पाजी दे दूँ सबको, फ़ोन आने शुरू हो जाते हैं, राइट? मुझे आई ऑल्सो गेट फोन, सर क्रेडिट कार्ड चाहिए। आई से हु इज ही, व्हाई इज कॉलिंग मी? एनीवे दैट्स ऑल्सो अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड मार्केट। सो 250 crores, वेरी लेस ना? ठीक है, बढ़ाना है क्या? कम है? आप हंस रहे हो तो कम है लगता है। सी इट्स अ वेरी hefty penalty in India. No one should play with someone's privacy. Honorable Supreme Court have given a very speaking judgments in Article 19 of Constitution. I'm also a lawyer, but when I completed my lawyership, I didn't know that I will be looking into this cyber law and Section 69A, blocking authority of harmful content. So my minister Gadkari ji asked me, Sanket, why are you doing lawyer LLB? You are an IAS officer. मैंने कहा हाँ, ये भी point सही है, but I think I should do, sir. I had completed my LLB and now it's gaining me in this field. So 250 crores penalty is a very hefty penalty because to preserve and secure your right. Because a common man can't fight directly with this. हो रहा है, अब गाड़ी, कितने लोगों के पास गाड़ी है? सुबह मैं रिव्यू कर रहा था EV चार्जिंग एंड डेटा। यू साइन ऑल द फॉर्म, रजिस्ट्रेशन, अरे गाड़ी आ रही है, गाड़ी मिठाई बांटो, ऑल दैट स्टफ। यू एग्री कॉन्शियसली एवरीथिंग। OTP आता है ना, वाहन का OTP आता है, ओके ओके ओके, यू आर एग्रीइंग टू consenting for your data to be share of the vehicle, and your data of license and the data of the vehicle is going to the servers abroad. अब क्या करें? करना पड़ेगा। पाजी बोलेंगे नहीं मुझे करना पड़ेगा। एयरपोर्ट पे गया हो, विमान में चढ़ना है तो फ्रिस्किंग करनी पड़ेगी। मैं बोला नहीं मुझे फ्रिस्क मत करो, यू विल कम बैक, करेक्ट? सो द समवन नीड्स टू प्ले अ रोल. Government is playing a very sincere and a very positive role to protect your identity, your data, the data of your children. I have 2 daughters and they are always on this iPad and all that. So I just wonder, I come home and I see at them, I feel that ye sab kar raha hai bhai, don't log in somewhere, don't open any link, don't talk to any stranger. As a father, I am worried because anywhere this all surveillance and this network. So this issue is maybe for all the families and many of the citizens, parents. So this act is a very healthy act. I think ease of living, ease of doing business. In fact, we have smoothened it. It's not to hamper, it's not to stop. It's to promote an ecosystem. So I think DPDP is a wonderful tool. DPI is my second topic. DPI, I will run through it because with many foreign nations like Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Sierra Leone, Philippines and Ethiopia में हमने आधार roll out कर लिया. Our Aadhaar model, we have done a national rollout in Ethiopia and Philippines. In 22 countries, we are rolling out in a pilot project. Then there are digital solutions, there is DigiLocker, many things. The whole day is, incomplete and very insufficient. The other part was about the semiconductor and the electronics component, which I really don't look directly, but it's a very successful story where India have done a wonderful growth in the electronics component sector. One of the largest exporter of electronics, mobile phone manufacturer, I think second. And I think the Internet and Mobile Governance Council is also a host, so it's very relevant. I have all the data of PLI. A very successful productive link incentive scheme is being done to promote the private sector, to boost the growth for chips and semiconductor. I think that is one part I want to touch. And then about cyber security. Cyber security again is a big topic, I don't want to talk. But let's go into the presentation, I will just run through it. So DPI, Digital Public Infrastructure, is a tech platform. Lot of DPIs, UPI, FASTag, GEM. Many of the DPIs, I am the part of the board member. कैसे करना है? Oh, sorry. Yeah. So this picture is quite common where we remember the German minister last year in the G20, last 23. 23 when he was just buying the vegetable from a vendor and he was so happy to buy that 20 rupees vegetable from and for us it's like a routine job today. हम market जाते हैं, phone पे Paytm करते हैं, we get it. But this is very fascinating for those who are not doing it because India leapfrog into this directly into UPI. And today, Brazil copied the same model of UPI, same 40,000 codes, and they have the PIX, one of the fastest banking solution, and they are spreading in Latin America. Now we are losing the game and we are offering this UPI to other nations in Oman, Nepal, Malaysia, UK, two more countries I forgot. Rupee UPI is there. But we are also globally now spreading it to all the Commonwealth nations, English being a common language. UPI is a fantastic world and we are heading, is a great digital success. But also some challenges we are facing like financially, the frauds and all are coming up and we will tackle it up. So this is basically the foundation. What is Digital India success story? If we go back and see jam, कोई खाने वाला jam नहीं, but Jandhan accounts of every poor people, a poor woman farmer in a village, Aadhaar, citizen ID, and the mobile network. This gave an edge, a platform for the digital transformation in India. Aadhaar, I don't want to speak on this. I think all of you can speak on this. But let me tell you now, we are coming up with Aadhaar standards. This is what I was saying. We are rolling out Aadhaar, UIDI in many countries. Ethiopia, Philippines have rolled out completely. 20 more countries, I have the list, but I have not put it here. And then a lot of things with Aadhaar enabled ecosystem like DBT, APPH, Jivan Praman, DigiLocker. So you can see that the digital assets, it's quite unique, fast, and the figure speaks for itself, like 1.17 billion mobile subscribers, active internet subscribers. So data in India is very cheap. I also look into data centers. So India have 1000 megawatt of data center capacity, but we have data almost 100 times. So where is the data? US have 15,000 megawatt data center capacity. Then come China, Japan, and then we are 4th or 5th. So we are having a policy now, coming up with a policy to increase the data center capacity. And these all data centers will be GPU based, AI GPU based data centers. Conventional data center will be a gone time. 4 megawatt data center of GPU is same as a conventional data center of 40 megawatt. Cost, obviously with the chips, the cost and all, technology, it will come, but then it's the way, it's the future. That's why, and also why the data is cheap with the mobile TSP, network, telecom and all, 5G. DBT, I'm also looking into DBT. A lot of DBT schemes are there. There are, you can see that 315 schemes of 53 ministries and 38.57 trillion disbursed. This data purana hai, I will update it. And 3.48 trillion savings, yes. Direct incentives, benefits into your bank account. No one can like leakage it, siphon it off. Scholarship, let me tell you one example of scholarship. 120 scholarships of state, government, central government, SC, ST, OBC, handicap, women, child, many scholarship schemes, all are DBT. Some are remaining, we'll pull them in. And almost 7 to 8 lakh rupees every day are being given to the students, to the aspirants in the DBT platform. It has made a big impact because it's just one example. Again, with the help of Aadhaar, deduplication, fake and ghost beneficiaries are removed. Is a very unique example of a successful tech platform, DBT. Aadhaar enable every day, in everyday life, we are living with it. Your all OTP which comes, all authentication which happens with Aadhaar, UIDI server. So many of these stalls I asked them, do you have the Aadhaar license? They say, yes, we have the Aadhaar license. Because today the KYC of a customer like you, it goes with other and come back. चाहे वो UPI का transaction हो, चाहे वो e-commerce हो, तो Aadhaar is a bedrock, and we are making it more streamlined. UPI, I told you, I will not talk again on this, but this is just a growth. And CAC, yes. Now CAC in this digital India is very important. I'm also look after CAC. CAC is the company, private company under the golden share of government. So we have more than 5.5 lakh functional common service centers. इतने post office भी नहीं है. And they are on a private model. A private guy or girl invest, put up the shop, uses a digital platform, uses 500 services like birth, that, rationing, passport, even passport, many things, scholarship, power bill and all, mostly into rural areas. So this is one of the, again I will say a DPI, but very successful. It's so easy for us to go in a plug and play model. हमें order आता है कि उस डिस्ट्रिक्ट का जाके सर्वे करना है, इस सिटी का जाके या इस विलेज का हमें डेटा चाहिए. Every nook and corner we have a person there. That's the importance of CAC. DigiLocker is a premier DPI, no doubt. When I joined, it was 25 crore users. Today, 37 crore. Someone came. I just met some person. He said, "Sir, आपकी हम digital marketing करा देंगे." मैंने कहा कोई ज़रूरत नहीं. Digital marketing इतनी aggressively हो रही है. I have to pick and choose. आप marketing उन लोगों की कीजिए जो पहुँच के बाहर है. The poor stakeholders, the poor farmers, the students, the women, the widows, the handicapped people, they should use DigiLocker. Corporate तो मेरे पीछे पड़ा है कि license लेके वो just entry locker के साथ they just transact and they get authentication. Very easy ना for the small cos, companies, MSMEs, trust and all, because again the new version of entry locker, we have the data sets of Vahan, financial data sets, so it's very easy to authenticate and go ahead. So that's the success story of DigiLocker, and this is basically a data exchange platform. So what is DigiLocker? Is a data exchange platform, and in coming times I think we're also working with account aggregation. So with RBI we are working ki how all of your bank accounts will be aggregator into a common platform with DigiLocker. This is a small AV film on DigiLocker. You can increase the voice. Volume. ये चल रहा नहीं. I think no use ना without voice. Nobody here? Any problem in the? We can show it later on. Entity locker. Oh, I was talking about this. So this was launched recently. It was announced in the budget speech of Honorable FM in the budget that will come up with the expansion of DigiLocker for the companies, trusts, MSME, more as a commercial role. And let me tell you, like SEBI, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, MSME, GST, CBDT and all, we have wonderful data sets and we are driving this growth, and I think soon even entity locker will take over DigiLocker, because here there are some financial benefits which all of you get, like access to registration certificates, tax returns, insurance documents, bank statements and many with e-sign obviously. So this is one of the fantastic DPI which the government have made. Bhashini again is a unique, diverse DPI where all the 22 languages, Santhali, Bodo, Nepali, Hindi, English so is fine, but even South Indian languages, Northeast, 22 scheduled languages we have been able to translate with the engine from voice to voice, voice to text. So this is very important because parallelly in any platform for the real digital penetration to the grassroots level in India, I can't go ahead without the local language. English and Hindi will be to a limited extent. So these all local languages are with Bhashini. And let me tell you, we have Nepali, so Nepal is the official language of Nepal. We have Tamil is the official language of Singapore. What is cloud? Anyone can tell me, please? I want this answer. I am searching for this answer. What is cloud? Any of you? Then no penalty, don't worry. No 250 crore penalty. I am Joint Secretary Cloud. I have 23 cloud service providers. I met one of them, ESDS, outside. So, but now we'll go because the link will break. You can show it later on after my speech. So, cloud. So there are 22 cloud service providers, and let me tell you, India have its own Meghraj cloud, indigenous cloud. So what is data localization? So what is data sovereignty? What I was talking with DPDP. So DPDP is an act which protects your data, keeps your data in India, in the Indian servers, avoids it to go abroad. So we have the sovereign control over it. We the people, we all. So in the same way, Meghraj promotes this network, the ecosystem. And apart from these big hyperscalers like Amazon, AWS, Google, IBM and all, Google, and we also have the Indian like Jio, Yotta are coming up very nicely. Tata, TCS is coming up very nicely. So it's evolving. Software as a service, AI as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, metal as a service. So lot of services are, you can do it on cloud. And again, I think India have done a wonderful job in this. Umang is our app where all the services, like more than 2000 are integrated with a single unified app in all these languages. And again, it's a premier DPI. My scheme, let me tell you, in urban area they are not using, but in a rural area, like if a person tell, like I am XYZ, and tell me my entitlement, what I am eligible for. So it fetches a report and throws at you that you can get a ration card, you can get a house, you can get the scheme benefit because you are eligible with your age, your financial credibility, and lot of good things are going on. You can just log into this. I told you about datasets and data exchange platform. This is the API Setu project, where you can see that more than 6.77 crore monthly average transactions are there with publishers and consumers. And more than 4 lakh datasets and 3 lakh APIs we are working on. Also in the AI mission. So India has come up with the AI mission of 11,500 crore with India dataset platform as one of the main component.
From challenges to last mile service delivery to financial inequality
and
limited access to quality healthcare, education and agriculture, the world is grappling with diverse global and national roadblocks. Technology has the potential to simplify processes, boost the digital economy and connect people. It has made the world a global village and brought positive impacts in the lives of people and enhanced industrial productivity. Many countries have leveraged upon technology to develop digital public infrastructure. DPI are low-cost, high-value and high-trust platforms. These are based on open standard, open architecture and are interoperable, ecosystem-centric and implemented at population scale. DPI has improved ease of living, ease of doing business and ease of governance, empowering people and transforming lives by creating a more equitable, efficient and accessible platform for all. Across various nations, the use of foundational digital public infrastructure, DPI, have gained momentum. By leveraging DPIs, nations have reaped benefits, simplified processes and enabled presence-less, cashless and paperless transactions. DPI on identity is empowering the cross-section of society to prove their existence and claim their rights. India's Aadhaar ecosystem has laid the foundation for multiple digital innovations. DPI on online payment is spearheading efforts to achieve greater financial inclusion across countries. India's UPI helped India race ahead globally with a phenomenal 80% financial inclusion. Similar solutions in other countries have revolutionized financial transactions. DPI on data exchange is transforming governance worldwide and innovating solutions contributing to developing newer interoperable systems. From health to agriculture, education and logistics, DPIs are powering digital transformation, creating a more inclusive, accessible and efficient society and improving the quality of life of individuals. Under the guidance of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his vision of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, meaning the world is one family, India has launched a global version of India Stack. India Stack solutions in 6 UN languages. DPI is not just about technology. It is about transforming lives, empowering individuals, and building resilient digital ecosystem. Countries can leverage existing DPIs, build and innovate on top of those, and create a vibrant digital ecosystem in their country to achieve prosperity on large scale.
So, is the DPI AV film? See, India have done a lot of good work in DPI. The G20 statement in 2023 also focus on the DPI sector. And today we are looking very much seriously into this topic because apart from the success and the growth story in India, many countries, let me tell you, every second day I have a presentation with a foreign nation. 2 days back I was working with Sierra Leone, then Mexico wants to talk with us on solutions. So everybody knows that India have done wonders in digital world, the digital platforms, DPI, digital solutions, cyber security, R&D projects, data centers, like projects like Diksha, well, the Academic Bank of Credits. So this is the education stack where we are working. Then there is the agri stack. Agri stack, there's a schemes like PM Kisan Yojana, Fasal Bima Yojana, the soil health card, the e-national agriculture mandi. So a few days back I was with the Microsoft head Satya Nadella in Bharat Mandapam, and he was talking about an example of AI with agriculture near Pune about the Baramati Agriculture Foundation Trust. So that was an example where AI and agriculture can work together, obviously with the real-time updates of weather, soil, crop, production, minute, everything. Kisan Sarthi is our project. I'd just like to mention it because it's a very touchy project where the ICT platform is used in many languages with IVRS for the farmers to aware them, to sensitize them, and go ahead and do some agriculture diversification and progress. Health stack, obviously we have one of the best DPIs like e-hospital, e-Sanjeevani, RCH, Ayushman Bharat. We all know about Ayushman Bharat. It's under the umbrella of Ayushman Bharat. E-Sanjeevani is basically a telehealthcare solution with consultation with doctor and specialists in the remote area. So let me tell you one example. A G20 conference was going in Bangalore, and there was a minister of an African nation who was not well, and she said that I'm not well, and then we thought that we should take her to the doctor. Then our ex-secretary requested her, why don't you try e-Sanjeevani? So she had a mild fever and body ache, so she sat on the table and we gave a laptop and we consulted on e-Sanjeevani to a remote doctor in Nagpur, and the doctor gave her a prescription. It came out in a printout and we called the medicines. She took the medicines and she said, wow, what is this? I said, yes, it is working and it's for you. So this was a real example where a live example where a foreign minister was impressed with this kind of, because the foundation layers of India are very strong. In India, we don't need a doctor here. We can call a doctor Like what is the AI chat GPT doing? We don't need to draft and dictate. Everything today is served. So this is a health stack. And at the last, it's about just a statement of our economic secretary, how much we have saved. So this is like $27 billion we have saved with the help of DPI, with the plugging the leakages, loopholes and all. But let me tell you that Ministry of Electronics and IT is doing a lot of other projects for handicapped people. We are working with Maulana Azad University in Hyderabad for the assistive devices for the virtual reality learning for intellectual disability people. Today in India, we have 21 types of disabilities, 21. Acid attack is also a disability, notified. But if we don't work for the poorest of the poor, if we don't work for this needy section, I think we can't say we are successful. So apart from this approach and the two concerns of cyber security, yes, it's a big challenge we all are facing. A lot of things are going on. 2 days back, we had the grand cyber security challenge in Ashoka Hotel where we launched, and there is a good amount, 8 crores amount for the winner, runner-up and all, and anyone can come and work and show us the best examples in live environment. Because you never know, we are sitting here and something is watching, or someone is watching and someone is hearing us, everything is happening, let me tell you. I work with very closely with this critical ministry like MHA and all. So, in morning I was reviewing the EV charging of a vehicle. So EV charging a vehicle, I can put a bug in your vehicle and I can blast it. After 2 years, you sell a vehicle to someone else after that. So such is the threat. I'm not trying to just, मैं आपको घबरा रहा नहीं हूँ. I'm telling you that we are there to take care, but many things are going, we are working on that. And that's all. Thank you so much. Any questions? Most welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you do have any questions from the audience, I'd like to request you to please raise your hands. We'll have the mic passed as well. We managed to gather a lot of details on the upcoming initiatives as well. All that is taking place. So if you could keep your hands raised, we'll quickly pass the mic to you.
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, I'm Aman Gulati, and I'm working as Deputy Director in the National Productivity Council, which directly comes under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So very wonderful presentation. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
That meeting is doing a lot. So as we are working very closely with the SMEs, I'm working in the area of Industry 4.0 adoption for the SMEs. So we have developed, one of its own kind of digital literacy assessment tool, as most of the countries, they're having their own, like Ecatech, Germany and Singapore, they're having Siri. So, sir, we have developed Bharat 4.0 assessment tool when it comes to Industry 4.0 adoption, and as well as to know the readiness, capability of any SME.
Sorry, but your voice is not clear, I'm not able to get your clear voice. Either you can just hold the mic.
Okay, sir, am I audible right now?
Right.
Yeah, sir, we are working very closely with the MSMEs, being the extended, part of Ministry of Commerce and Industry. And as most of the countries, they have developed their own digital readiness assessment tool. So being the part of government, we have also, developed a DRA, and we have named it as Bharat 4.0. So as most of the DPIs are available and MITI is supporting, so Bharat 4.0 is one of the things which we have developed, and it's owned by the government. So as you are supporting, at MITI is there, so we wish to know that how we can collaborate government to government, so we can also put Bharat 4.0 on a scale where SMEs can easily access this, because most of the SMEs, they don't have such kind of resource to know their digital readiness, as well as to come to that level where the adoption becomes easier for them. So that is, one of my concern where I really wanted to put it forward, having you there at this platform.
Yeah, that's good. So see, basically, what I understood from your request is, obviously we can work, and then a lot of scope. I showed you the presentation of entity DigiLocker, right? So today we have the rich data sets of CBDT, income tax, PAN card. We have the data of all of you. You as a government partner can come to us, use the platform for GST, FASTag, PAN, CBDT, e-way, many things. Ministry of Commerce, you're already a Ministry of Commerce. So in morning I met Rajat Saini.
So
Rajat is my batchmate, so I was discussing with him about the ONDC framework and the way logistics, he's handling the ULIP part.
Absolutely, sir.
So it's a win-win. Like the sky is the limit. We just need
Absolutely,
to
sir.
talk to each other. Honestly, its point is we work in silos. We need to talk with each other, and there are already existing digital platforms where, if we integrate with the API, lot of good things can come. Again, cybersecurity, as I said, is a big challenge. So we can work in that, and also AI-based chatbots and all is coming up. So we can, as Ministry of Commerce is there, so ease of doing business is the main concern.
Absolutely, sir.
Atmanirbhar Bharat, make in India is a main concern. So obviously we can go ahead. Many things we can talk.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, we'll look forward to have meeting with you. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I'm so happy, no questions. Very happy. हाँ बताओ.
Well, there is still one more, sir.
हाँ
There is still one more question, sir.
हाँ please. सबको chocolate मिलेगा.
Hi. So you talked about like there are going to do DSCs which are building up, and as aspiring entrepreneurs, how can more people?
I think ये hall में echo है. और यहाँ पे कोई सुना नहीं दे रहा है मुझे. Actually, person standing here, you come here. I can't hear. It's echoing here. थोड़ा सा नजदीक पकड़ के slow बोलो तो echo कम होगा. हाँ.
So you talked about there are 22 DSCs which are already there. And I have two questions. First is all the Aadhaar data and all the PAN card data is in the Indian data centers. And second, as an aspiring entrepreneur, how can individuals build more data centers and be in collaboration with the government?
What was the first one?
Is all the Aadhaar card data and all the individual data sitting in the Indian data centers, or is it still part of like
Okay,
foreign data
obviously,
centers?
see, nice question. Aadhaar data is a critical data set, very critical, very sensitive data, and it is by act. There is an act, UIDI Act. Act is passed by Parliament, and Supreme Court have rulings in that. So we can't share data. Whatever data is being used is a token format data. Is a token virtual data which is being used. It's compulsory for all of you who have the Aadhaar license to keep in a data vault in a virtual format. So it never can be hacked. It is prone to hacking only when one of the vendors are like, they are very cautious in this approach and all. Data is obviously with the national servers, national data center. It is with us in India. The second question, yes. See, data centers, and now the new data centers, GPU-based data centers, are a big and a good, promising business front, but it's very capital intensive. Conventional data center, like 1 megawatt is 100 crores. On AI GPU, it will be more. So I'm not like demoralizing you. I'm just telling you the real picture. So many of these big techs like AWS, Google, IBM, Microsoft, they have data centers in the ships in the international waters. Data centers in a big ship in the oceans to be away from the international control, sovereign control, and many things. So for entrepreneurs with less financial strength, I think even then with cloud you can, crack it with good business models, good applications, and many things can be done. But yes, about data centers, to design and develop and to install data centers is a capital intensive, is very costly. And in the ecosystem, there are a lot of things like the chillers, like the servers, the racks, the chips. It's an ecosystem. So we are going ahead like in a productive link incentive scheme. We are making chips. The semiconductor industry is a part of data center, right? Storage and many things. So I think, yes, there is a good potential for you all to work in data centers. You just need to find the right way to go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you indeed. I believe there's one hand raised up there, so we'll take that as a last question. Over to you.
Thanks for your presentation. I hope you are able to hear me clearly. Are you able to hear me clearly?
Yeah, it's echoing. Sorry. Ab bolo. कुछ नहीं कर सकते बताओ.
No problem. See, particularly in the pollution control area, there are a lot of other things which you have mentioned, but I'm not seeing a lot of activities or initiatives which are making things in India basically becoming very, very dull from the health point of view. Are you doing anything specific in the pollution control point of view?
I'm sorry, you have to slowly tell. I'm not able to hear it from here.
Maybe I'll come forward.
From the health perspective. Okay, from the IT side, you are asking me?
Yes, because there are particulars from the artificial intelligence, the data is available, and we can
Yeah.
definitely correlate a lot the data.
Very nice question. So see, basically we have the PM Gati Shakti platform. So PM Gati Shakti is basically a digital platform with lot of layers. All over India, we have the road layers, the railway layers, the networks, data layers. I'm talking data layers. The pollution layers, the FASTag, the tolls, the buildings, the rivers, the economy, the social layers. Lot of things are on PM Gati Shakti model. And these are the real-time data sets. Now talking about the place like Delhi, where pollution is a hazard and it has crossed this limit. So obviously technology can help. Technology is helping in fact, because lot of real-time updates are only possible with the help of technology. One is the cloud forecast, one is the weather update, one is the ground update of pollution level, then there is a traffic update. I think there are many agencies involved. There is the police, there is the weather stations, there is a local government, there is a transport department and all. So obviously, yes, I think technology is available, one, and things have been started. But yes, the real outcome is we need to come up, because you know that why the pollution is happening. It's not just about from Delhi, na? The real causes are like transport. Then it's like the brick kilns in the suburbs. जो ईट भट्टे की बात होती है, जो farmers जो वो burn करते हैं. तो if we don't involve the real inputs in a technical ecosystem, we can't have a solution. So obviously we are working together. I am not a direct active part of that platform, but let me tell you, okay, things are there, but I think we need to work much better. Thank you.